Ever pondered how a microscopic chemical messenger can shape your mental health? Welcome to the fascinating world of neurotransmitters, the brain's chemical messengers. These tiny molecules, often overlooked, play a significant role in determining our mood, our thoughts, and even our behavior. Imagine your brain as a vast city brimming with bustling activity. The neurotransmitters are the mail carriers of this city, darting about and delivering messages between neurons, the brain's nerve cells. There are billions of these nerve cells in our brain, each capable of sending and receiving these chemical messages. Now, these neurotransmitters aren't just any ordinary mail carriers. They have the power to change the city's mood, its outlook, and even its behavior. They can make the city happy, sad, anxious, or calm, all by delivering different kinds of messages. But here's the catch. In order for the city to function smoothly, these messengers need to be in perfect balance. Too many letters of one kind or too few of another can create chaos. This delicate balance is vital for our mental health. Think of it like this. If you have too many messengers delivering happy letters, you might feel euphoric. On the other hand, too many sad letters might make you feel depressed. This is a simplified way of understanding it, but it helps illustrate the point. Imbalances in these neurotransmitters can lead to mental health disorders such as anxiety, depression, and addiction. But the complexity doesn't end here. These neurotransmitters don't work in isolation. They interact with each other in intricate ways, often influencing each other's effects. For example, serotonin, a neurotransmitter associated with happiness, can affect dopamine, which is linked with pleasure. These interactions add another layer of complexity to the neurotransmitter mystery. Understanding this mystery isn't just about curiosity. It's about finding ways to restore balance when it's lost and help those suffering from mental health disorders. It's about understanding ourselves better. The brain's chemical language is vast and complex, and it's these tiny messengers we have to thank for it. Dive deeper into the realm of neurotransmitters, and you'll find a bustling world of communication. Neurotransmitters are the brain's chemical messengers. They are responsible for transmitting signals across the synaptic gap that separates neurons, allowing communication to occur within the brain. But what are these neurotransmitters and how do they interact? Let's start with serotonin, often called the feel-good neurotransmitter. Serotonin is involved in the regulation of mood, appetite, and sleep. It's like the brain's own natural mood stabilizer. When serotonin levels are balanced, you feel a sense of happiness and satisfaction, but when levels are too low, it can lead to feelings of depression and anxiety. Then we have dopamine, the reward neurotransmitter. Dopamine is associated with feelings of pleasure and reward. It motivates us to take action towards goals, desires, and needs, and gives a surge of reinforcing pleasure when achieving them. Think of it as the brain's own motivational speaker. However, too much dopamine can lead to overstimulation, addiction, and dependency. Next up is GABA, short for gamma-aminobutyric acid. GABA is the brain's major inhibitory neurotransmitter, meaning it reduces the activity of neurons. You can think of GABA as the brain's natural tranquilizer, helping to reduce anxiety and promote calmness. When GABA levels are too low, it can lead to feelings of fear, worry, and anxiety. But how do these neurotransmitters interact? Well, it's all about balance. Just like in an orchestra, each neurotransmitter must play its part perfectly for the brain to function optimally. For instance, dopamine and serotonin need to be in harmony for us to feel good. Too much dopamine and not enough serotonin can lead to feelings of restlessness and anxiety. On the other hand, too much serotonin and not enough dopamine can lead to feelings of lethargy and depression. The same goes for GABA. If there's too much excitatory activity in the brain, GABA comes in to calm things down. But if there's too little GABA, the brain can become overstimulated, leading to anxiety. It's a delicate balance that our brains are constantly working to maintain. However, various factors can disturb this balance, leading to imbalances in neurotransmitters. Stress, poor diet, lack of exercise, genetic predisposition, and exposure to toxins can all disrupt the delicate balance of neurotransmitters in the brain. These imbalances can lead to a variety of mental health issues, including depression, anxiety, and addiction. In conclusion, neurotransmitters play a crucial role in our mental well-being. They are the conductors of the brain, orchestrating our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. When they're in balance, we feel good. But when they're out of balance, it can lead to a variety of mental health issues. Just as in a symphony, each neurotransmitter plays its part, and the music only makes sense when they all work together in harmony. Ever wondered how certain substances can hijack your brain's normal functioning? Let's take a stroll down the winding path of how alcohol, drugs, and nicotine can interfere with the symphony of neurotransmitters in your brain. Alcohol, for instance, can be a deceptive guest in your brain's party. It initially acts as a stimulant, making you feel more outgoing and energetic. Behind the scenes, alcohol is boosting the effects of GABA, a neurotransmitter that reduces brain activity. This can lead to feelings of relaxation and sleepiness. But here's the twist. Alcohol also suppresses the exciting neurotransmitter glutamate, leading to a slowdown in brain functions. Over time, this can lead to depression and anxiety. Now, let's talk about illicit drugs. These substances can be even more insidious. They mimic the structures of our natural neurotransmitters, deceiving our brain cells and causing them to send abnormal messages. For example, opioids, such as heroin, mimic endorphins, our body's natural painkillers. This leads to an overdrive in pleasure sensations, but can also result in severe withdrawal symptoms when the drug wears off. And let's not forget nicotine. This substance found in tobacco products can stimulate the release of dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter. This results in feelings of pleasure and relaxation. However, over time, the brain adjusts to these high levels of dopamine, needing more and more nicotine to achieve the same effect. This can lead to addiction, with withdrawal symptoms such as anxiety and depression when one tries to quit. These substances, alcohol, drugs, and nicotine, can play an intrusive melody in the brain's symphony, disturbing the harmony and leading to a range of mental health issues. They can be like unwanted guests at a party, messing up the finely tuned interactions between neurotransmitters. It's important to remember that while these substances can offer temporary relief or pleasure, they can have long-term effects on your brain's health and function. These substances can play an intrusive melody in the brain's symphony, disturbing the harmony and leading to a range of mental health issues. So how can understanding neurotransmitters help us improve mental health? The intricate dance of neurotransmitters in our brain plays a pivotal role in our mental health. An imbalance in this choreography can lead to a variety of mental health conditions, including anxiety, depression, and addiction. When the neurotransmitters in our brain are in harmony, we feel normal. But when they're off kilter, we can feel anything but. Think of neurotransmitters as a symphony orchestra. Each instrument has a role to play, and when all the instruments play in harmony, the music is beautiful. But if one instrument is out of tune or playing too loudly, the entire symphony is affected. Much like that orchestra, our brain needs a balance of neurotransmitters to function optimally. The levels of these chemical messengers need to be managed meticulously. Too much or too little can tip the scales and lead to mental health issues. So, how do we balance neurotransmitter levels to maintain mental health? There are several strategies that can be employed, and they often work best in concert. Medication is one approach. Certain drugs can increase or decrease the levels of specific neurotransmitters, helping to restore equilibrium. However, medication is not a one-size-fits-all solution. The effectiveness of these drugs can vary greatly from person to person, and they can come with side effects. Therapy, particularly cognitive behavioral therapy, can also play a significant role. It can help individuals develop coping mechanisms to manage stress, which can in turn help to regulate neurotransmitter levels. Lifestyle changes, too, can have a profound impact. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, these are all crucial elements for maintaining a healthy brain chemistry. And let's not forget the importance of stress management. Chronic stress can wreak havoc on our neurotransmitter balance. By learning to manage stress effectively, we can help to keep our brain's chemistry in check. Remember, maintaining the harmony of neurotransmitters in your brain is key to your mental well-being. So let's strive to keep the symphony of our mind playing in perfect harmony. So, what have we learned about neurotransmitters and mental health? We've journeyed through the complex world of the brain, exploring the role and interaction of neurotransmitters. These chemical messengers are the silent conductors of our mental symphony, influencing our moods, thoughts, and behaviors. We've uncovered how they impact mental health, playing significant roles in conditions like anxiety, depression, and addiction. Imbalance in these neurotransmitters can upset our mental equilibrium, leading to these conditions. We've also delved into the potent effects of chemical substances such as alcohol, drugs, and nicotine on our brain. These substances can hijack the natural processes of neurotransmitters, leading to distortions in our mental state. The key takeaway: balance is crucial. Maintaining a healthy balance of neurotransmitters is essential for our mental well-being. Understanding neurotransmitters is like learning a new language, a language that can help us better understand and take care of our mental health.